All right, we are in St. Louis Park Rec Center for a game against the Hopkins Park Royals. It's been a busy week for the Storm and Sabres this week. We have, this is our third game in 4 nights. Zoom it in on the draw. Puck comes across up to the red line here. McKenna going to push it in. They wave off icing. Grace Steele hustling in after it. Bounces out to Lila at the point. Lila pushing it in deep. Now Grace Steele. Grace Steele behind the net. She's battling for it. She's got body position. The Royals pick it up on the half board. Suma there though. McKenna steps down. Puck's dumped. Lila watching. Pushing to the outside. Puck goes wide. I think Lila's going to get a penalty. Face off to Machea's left. Looks like Lila's going to get a penalty. I missed the signal. Oh, it looks like a hold. Did you see a roster sheet anywhere? Natalie gets the puck into the neutral zone. Brooke battling on the boards, gets it to Grace Carlson. This is Bentley now. As I read their names on the back of the jerseys, I'll start saying their names. I just don't know a whole bunch of them yet. I know one so far. Boyum puts it down low in the corner. Sienna gets it to the point. Shot. It's on the half boards. Bentley steps down. Brooke watching her. Grace Carlson steps in, chips it off the boards. It's back in the corner. Grace, good stick, comes up with it. Backhand just out of Brooke's reach. Bentley pushing it down in Grace's feet. Sienna's going to get this, just scoop it down the length of the ice. Power plays. Got a minute left for the Royals. Bentley all the way back for it. They're regrouping. Royals are going to dump the link. This is going to go for icing.
Nice push and good effort by the girls to burn off most of or 2/3 of this penalty right now. 42 seconds left in it before Lila gets back out. Got a face off to the glove side of the goalie.
Mara on the draw. Mara brings it back. McKenna, I should say. McKenna fires. That was deflected or tipped. Suma in the corner after it. Centered past Mara. Royals pick it up. They're into the neutral zone with it. Hitting the brakes, buying some time. Mara there. That's Ensign. She pushes off the puck. And dumps it the length. Royals all the way back. Storm and Sabres line changing, I should say. McKenna on the boards. Slows the rush up. Brooke there for Grace. Grace on the boards. Brooke stops in front. Toe drag, gets around her. 1 second left in the penalty. Royals get it out in the slot. Go to fire it. The puck rolls up on her stick and it knuckles. One of those knucklers that's hard to predict as a goalie. Yeah. Ends up in the back of the net.
Looked like it caught her stick and then her glove and tipped over and yeah.
Five on 5 hockey. Natalie comes out. Brooks waiting for the face-off. Puck's in feet. Shot, save Machea. Puck's loose in the slot, bounces back to Machea. Machea puts the glove down on it and holds it for a whistle. This rink is an anomaly. I came in, I had my t-shirt, my hoodie, and my jacket on. Got rid of my jacket, got rid of my hoodie, put my hoodie back on. I'm sweating.
It is warm in here.
Brook against Boyum on the draw. In Brook's feet, flip towards the net. Machea gets a glove on it, holds it for the whistle.
He'll set it back up, take the next face-off, again to the blocker side of Machea. Nice draw back, went to the defense, popped off her stick.
Grace through the neutral zone. She's got a step here, comes to the middle, pulls it to the middle. I think Brooke might have ran into her when she was stretching out for that puck. They both kind of go down in the corner. Brooke after it now. Brooke hustling. Flips it back, looking to get it to Sienna. Sienna on the blue line, battling for it. Holding it there, pushing it towards the zone. Boyum steps up, throws it in the neutral, or deep in the zone. Natalie goes back for it, looking to partner pass, ends up coming all the way around to Grace. Grace there, Brooke with her. Grace going to lug it through the neutral zone. Brooke's going to go change. Grace buying time, looking to come back from Sienna. For Sienna, flip back into the zone, into the neutral zone. The Royals, Suma hustling back, plays it back for Bentley. Bentley back in the corner, down low. Suma there. Sienna comes in to help. Suma had it for a second, got her stick lifted. Now it's in the corner. Centering, bouncing puck. Avery's after it. Bentley's going to step down, hold it in, dumps it to the far side, ends up below the goal line. Sienna now. Puck comes out front. Grace Steele turning. Picking up speed in the neutral zone. She's got Avery with her. Good stick check. I think that was Kern. Kern turning up ice with it. Has the head of steam. McKenna has the angle on her though. Forces a backhand pass across the slot. And then that was Sella. Puck on the blue line. Natalie with a move into the neutral zone. Evers picks it up. Evers going to dump it in. Royals behind the net. Center it. Into the neutral zone it goes. Stick handling, looking. That was Saylor pushing it to the neutral zone. Lila's going to pick this up though. Lila off Brooks' stick. Turn back the other way. Going to fire. Shoulder save. Bounces. Grace on the rebound. Gets it behind the net. Brooke picks it up. It's in feet. Still behind the net. Now they wrap it around to Mara. Mara, partner pass. Looking to get it back to Grace. But that's Boyum back in the corner after it. Boyum wheeling around. Shot. I think Lila got that in the side of her hand. Kind of jumped like a snake bit her sort of thing. She's all right, though. She stays out there. Now Grace. Grace, she's going to bounce this off the boards. Evers picks it up, shoves it right back into the zone. Into the neutral zone it goes. Evers is going to have to go back, all the way back for it. I think she got a piece of it, so there's no icing even if it made it over the red line. Centering pass. Grace Steele watching. Hustling back. Good back check. Turns her around. They dump it. They get it in the zone. Now Suma. Suma pushing it forward. Bentley back for it. Puck's in the corner. Avery watching. Royals are going to just dump this to length. Oh, that bounced off Sienna, though. No, Oh, that did go icing. Took a weird bounce off the board. Did it hit the stanchion in the glass?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't think it got to Sienna. The Royals match up pretty decently with speed. The times the girls have strung a couple passes together, have been able to move it more effectively up the ice. I think they just need to do that a little bit more.
No.
Trying to make some straight rushes, and Royals are able to keep up with them.
Sienna at the point. Pushes it down low. Behind the net. Suma there. Suma centering. Royals pick it up. McKenna forces a quick dump. That ends up putting the puck on Sienna's stick with a little hustling back on her part. Sienna hitting the brakes. Good forecheck pressure by the Royals, but Sienna turns it the other way, chips it into the neutral zone. And that's Kern going back for it. Kern turning up ice, hits the brakes, pushing it forward. Dumped into the zone off McKenna's skate, ends up on Sienna's stick though. Sienna turning it to the boards, Natalie there. Sienna pushing it behind. Wraps it around to Amara. Amara on the half boards. Couple of orange jerseys giving her a hard time. Popping in the neutral zone. Kern gonna fire. Pulled it hard to the right on that. Missed by a couple feet. Ends up in a neutral zone. Kern back for it. Partner pass with Evers. Quick up for Olsen. Olsen's got a little bit of space. Good back check by McKenna. Where's the puck? Ref lost sight of it. Blew the whistle.
You know, talking about how the rink was a little warm. You can see the snow building up on the far wall already. I've seen the puck catch up in it twice already, and we're only halfway through the first period. Like he's doing a reset of the net there. We're going to take the face off to the glove side of Mashea.
Shot. Somebody, Lila must have got a stick on that. Put it into the corner instead of at the net. Grace there. Looks like Royals are going to get a body checking maybe. Penalty's going to bring it all the way down. I think that was a body checking penalty. Good, I used it.
Yeah. So set up to the left side of Royals goaltender.
Amara. Shot. Oh, if Brooke gets a stick on that, that would have been interesting. Puck to the point. Sienna holds it in, trying to push it down, ends up on a Royal stick. That was Boyum. Puts it into the neutral zone. Natalie after it. She's going to dump this in. Going to end up behind the net. Evers going to pick it up. Onto Walt's stick. Walt into the neutral zone with it. Pushes it forward. Lila's going back for it. Natalie now. 1-on-2. Good stick by Evers. And then Boyum's just going to dump it. The forwards for the Royals looking for a change. We're going to break it out on the power play here. Minute 15 to go. Long lead pass behind Mara. That's going to go for icing.
They're trying to throw that stretch pass. We had one successful one to Natalie. She's floating up along the wall, gets behind the defense and kind of cuts towards the center. Let's see if they get a couple of those moving.
Getting the personnel figured out.
So get our fifth out there. We got a minute 10 left in the penalty against the Royals.
Because we were so late on the change, they're saying we need a new center. Grace coming in to take the draw. Shot, drifts wide, and ends up near side here. Avery on it. Push down low, Sienna's going to pick it up. Sienna hits the brakes. Royals in good pursuit again. Sienna protecting the puck in the corner. Turns, tries to backhand it up. They get a stick on it though. Then she chips it up the boards. Now Grace Steele. Grace Steele through the neutral zone. Suma offside. Puck's pushed forward. Grace Steele after it. Turn. Up the boards. Held in. Centering pass. Suma shoots. Oh, goalie was up on top of the blue paint and ready. Ended up getting that in the breadbasket.
Nice hard shot by Suma, but the goalie is right there to jump on it. We'll take that face off to the goalie's blocker side and see if we can get another shot ripped off here.
Quick shot on net.
That one looked like Grace Steele. Another one top of the circle there. Nice hard shot in. We'll go right back to the same dot and drop it again.
Suma on the draw. Puck's in feet. Picked up. Turned north by Kern. Kern comes across. Couple stick handle moves. Shot. That was, I think, England, if I'm reading that name right. She gets it back. Toe drag. Gonna toe drag again. Looking to backhand. Hits the side of the net. Behind the net. Suma watching her. Grace knocks it away. They're looking to come out to the point. Penalties over. Yep, power play's over. Kern back for it. Looking to partner pass. That's Bentley. Bentley up the boards for Enslin. Enslin is number 36. Sienna back for it. Battle on the boards. Enslin picks it up. Backhands it behind the net. Amara's going to get there first. Amara scooping it up off the boards on her backhand. Bentley fires. Stick save behind the net. Machea. Sienna there. Finds a slippery spot. Enslin. To this near side again. Amara. Amara. Sienna. It's on the half boards. McKenna picks it up. McKenna for Brooke. Brooke. Stick handling. Hits the brakes. Gets it to Amara. Amara trying to center it. Can't. Brooke. Out to the point. McKenna under her stick. And Natalie's there. McKenna now. And Lila. 3:30 to go in the first. Partner pass here. McKenna trying to chip it up for Natalie. Out to the point. Shot. Kick save by Lila, and she's going to skate it into the neutral zone. Lila 1-on-2. Everybody else changing. Lila kicking it forward. Evers takes it. Evers. Stick handling. Hits a wall of black. Gets turned around. Now we got Sailor. She's going to fire right into the Machea's belly. Yeah, hold it for the whistle.
Pretty much hit the center of that logo. Nice easy save for Machea. Gather on. Right now, the Royals are out shooting us 8-3. We got 3:02 left in this period.
Sienna hits the brakes behind the net. Escapes again. Grace Steele drops down nice and low for her. Picks it up on the half boards. Good back check by the Royals. That's Waltz. Comes across for Evers. Evers just going to dump it in. Force everybody to go 180 feet if we want to get into the other zone. Puck is centered. Makes it out to the point. Evers holds it in, blocked by Avery. Grace Steele chipping it forward. That's in Sailor's feet. Grace Steele stuck with it though. And now Waltz picks it up. Through the slot. Ends up rolling all the way to the top of our circles. Layla turning around, chipping it the other side here. He's looking for Grace Steele. Enslin waiting for everybody to get on side. Lila looking for Suma. Enslin. She's pulled this toe drag here about 4, 5, 6 times in a row. We gotta watch the body, not the puck on that. Centered, through feet, ends up behind. Enslin. Out to Evers. Evers gonna fire. Machea sees it coming all the way. Holds it for the whistle.
A little bit of chasing there, but most of those shots came from the perimeter by the Royals. Girls did a good job at least holding that center down. Do a little push out from there. This drop's gonna happen in blocker side Machea again.
Puck on the boards. Grace Carlson gets a hold of it, wraps it around the far side. Held in by Kern. Natalie there. Pushed down in the front. Enslin turns, fires. Machea with the save. Rebound through feet. Enslin slow to get up. Shot by Kern. Blocked by Lila. Gets it to Natalie. Natalie, Amara, and Brooke out of the zone. Gonna flip it in. Amara in on the forecheck. Flipped it right in on Magnuson. That's the goalie for the Royals, number 31. He puts the glove on it, holds it for a whistle. 1:10 to go in the first. Storm and Sabres trailing 0-1. If you're looking at the screen and you see a big white line for the middle of the scoreboard, that's what's holding up the netting behind them, above the glass behind our goalie's nets. Nothing I can do about it. You just get to look at a white line on the scoreboard. Grace. Royals get a step here. Up over the top of the circle. Is going to fire. Blocker save. Mashea. Into the corner goes. McKenna puts it out to the neutral zone. And now Bentley. Going to dump it in. Puck's in the corner. Suma going to go after it. Battling for it. Push. I thought it was going behind the net, but it ended up in Mashea's feet. Good reaction by Grace. Now we got Grace Steele against Bentley. Grace Steele zigzags a little bit. Bentley plays it well, turns it the other way. Now Bentley one-on-one with McKenna, but we got numbers coming back. Russ hustles back. Great back check by Brooke. Says, no, you aren't going anywhere near my goalie, and then gets the puck. Pushed to this far side for McKenna. Try to go to the point, off Grace Steele's stick. Brooke knocking it away, pushing it into the neutral zone. Now Brooke's going to hustle after it. And that buzzer signals the end of the first period.
The Royals have a nice little regroup going on. They get that good D-to-D pass, and then if that wing's not open, they get over the center line, dump her back down deep, and send everybody rushing in. So it's been pretty effective for them. If they can get control of the neutral zone, they dump her right back down into ours.
You know, one of the things, and maybe this is just me being selfish, but all teams need to do 3-on-2 in warm-ups. You know why? Because I need the lines so that I can say their names.
Get numbers and names.
Hey, I prefaced it with this might be me being selfish. Yeah, what can I say?
Yeah.
We got coach sitting pretty close here. Maybe we have to do a coach's interview in between the second and third. Put her on the spot. We won't even tell her it's happening.
No. We'll catch her unawares. Like we're jumping right back into this second period here.
Oh, my timer's way off tonight. If you weren't watching last night, I put these graphics up on the screen and see how close my timer is to when they drop the puck in between intermissions. I'm going to be a solid 35 seconds off.
I think they gave you a 2-minute intermission there and not a 3. Oh, we'll get our third forward out, or our second D-man, I guess it is, and we'll get the puck dropped here.
Puck comes back. Up for Olsen. A centering pass goes through everybody. Picked up by Evers, pushed towards the net. Centered shot, scores.
Oh, it looked like that was just a good hard push in on the goalie. Not really even a back and forth crisscross pass. Just a push in. Was able to beat her on the blocker side. So we are at 2-0. Royals up on our Storm and Sabres.
Grace Carlson with it in the neutral zone, lugs it to the blue line, dumps it in. Royals push it all the way down the other way. Grace looking for Amara. Amara in the corner. Enslin picks it up, tries to center it, hits a stick. Grace Steele there, gets her stick on it, picks it up. over the blue line into the neutral zone. Backends into the zones, then hustles off after it with Amara and Suma changing. Puck comes across. This is Myers. Grace watching her. Good back check. Good recovery by Grace. Doesn't let her get a shot away. Puck centered to the lake coming in. That was Boyum. Missed it. Shot. Drifts wide. That was Waltz. Now Bentley in Brooks skates. Brooke pushing it forward. Bentley picks it up. No, that's not Bentley. That's Waltz. Waltz for Boyum. Boyum gonna dump this in. Comes to this near side. Royals are gonna get there first. That's Nyers. Natalie bumps her off the puck. Boyum. Natalie there. Brooke there too. Puck gets pushed back behind the net. Waltz gonna pick it up. Waltz trying to center it. Ellie gets a stick on it. Avery watching on the half boards here. Now Brooke. Brooke picks it up. Interesting behind the net. Grace. Bentley wraps it around. Out to the point. Shot. Toe save Brooke. Ellie picks it up. Ellie evades one. Off the glass. It's bouncing into the neutral zone. It goes. Bentley now. This is the second period with these long shifts.
Yep.
If we get him into our zone, it's real easy to get gassed at the end of a shift here. And I'm thinking that line was pretty much thankful that they got to dump it and change, because all 5 of them changed right away. Lila hustling, holds it on the blue line. Found another number on a jersey that I can write down with a name. We're getting close. By the end of the game, I'll have the whole roster. Shot. I think Machea took that off the ear. Deflects it wide. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Grace Steele 1-on-1. She's against Evers. Evers good. Stick check. Pokes the puck away. Now Shayla. Pushed down by Grace Steele. Lila holding it in. Shoves it towards the net. Evers picks it up. Spins around. Skates into the neutral zone. That's going to be dumped. No icing. We go back for it. McKenna. The Royals are changing. We need our winger to come lower here so we have an outlet. Natalie comes back for it. Shayla knocks it into the neutral zone. Enslin spinning. Natalie in the way, not letting her go anywhere. Up for Amara. Past her. Dumped in. Now Lila going back for it. Enslin watching her. Lila. Chipped up the boards. Shayla's going to get there first. Shayla past Sailor, ends up going for icing. Say that 5 times fast.
Not going to try. Well, back, iced her down. We'll come back to the glove side of Machea. Get the puck drop there. Little shorter shift for these girls. Got to switch out here with that icing.
Grace Steele battling for it. Pushing it into the neutral zone. Olsen giving her a hard time. Kern to Bentley, back to Kern. Now Enslin. He's going to look to the middle. Fanned on it. Off feet. Suma. Now Enslin. Good stick by Grace. Knocks it out. They're offside if they bring this back in. And they did. And they were. Offside, that is.
Offsides, that is, yes.
Sometimes I wonder, in my head it sounds really, really funny, and then I say it into a microphone. And then the only feedback I get from Kurt is from Kurt. And I don't know, not everybody has the same personality as Kurt the camera guy. So do the people out there watching actually think it's funny like we do? We'll just never know. Nyers in the corner. Grace battling. Suma comes in, blocks a centering pass. Taking a look, gonna backhand it, looking for Amara. Ends up, quick shot on Machea. Using her nose. Maybe she's been watching Abby with that nose shot save into the corner. Puck in the corner. Suma after it. Ellie picks it up. Ellie gonna dump it out, hits a skate, back for Ellie. Ellie chips it forward again, hits that same skate. Now Grace. For Grace. That was Carlson for steal.
And arm.
Drew a penalty for a cross-check, ref saying.
So,
That-
if I've learned anything from last night's game, is that if you enjoy Neil's jokes or comments or have any questions, just give him a text. He really enjoys that during the game.
We'll send you an email with my cell phone number. No, just kidding. We won't do that. Brooke on the draw. Now, this number 27, she's got a really hard name, and I'm scared to mess it up. It's a big enough one that I don't want to say. Oh, centered. Ended up on Shayla's stick. Couple bats at it. Brooke there. Puck's loose. Natalie comes in just a split second after the whistle.
Yeah.
Pops it in, but no goal. Whistle first.
Yeah. Yep, and it was, he had was definitely trying to find it back there and couldn't lost sight and blew the whistle quick, but
Ellie, she's going to put this into the corner. Natalie after it. Natalie finds a slippery spot, and then the boards tell her hello. Puck up to the blue line. Brooke hustling back. Grace. Now Brooke trying to come across with it. Gets knocked forward. Ellie for Brooke. Brooke's got some time and speed here. Needs to accelerate. Needs to get moving. Back for Grace. Grace shovels it towards the net. Blocker into the corner. Natalie now for Brooke. Brooke. Natalie's coming back in front. Brooke saw her. Couldn't get a backhand to her though. Natalie swinging around. Backhand. Brooke loose puck. Couldn't get her stick around on it in time before it was dumped out. Grace Carlson holding on the blue line. Puts it back on Brooke's stick. Now Shayla for Grace. Grace towards the net. We got a big rebound again. Natalie and Brooke on it. Ends up under the goalie, under Magnuson's pads. She looks up at her D like, phew.
We doubled our shots on goal here just in that first half of that penalty kill. We have 58 seconds left. See if this next group can come up here and throw some more in.
Suma on the draw. Puck comes to the corner. Dump the length. Kenna gonna hustle back for it. Mache gonna set this for her right behind the net. Mache and Lila kind of looking at each other. Who's gonna take it? Finally, McKenna says, "I will," and there off we go. Through the neutral zone, up over the red line. Shot. Oh, glove save, but it bebopped right down into the pads. It deflected hard off the inside of the glove. Goalie was just going down into the butterfly. Magnuson, I should say, was just going down into the butterfly. Puck ends up right in between her pads. She just covered it for the whistle. Out to the point. McKenna shot. That's stick save by Bentley. Suma back checking. Olsen there. Lila holding it, almost holding it in on the blue line, then chips it back in. We're out, so we can go right back in after it. And then it comes to the neutral zone. Olsen gonna dump it in. They're still penalty killing, so they're happy with it behind our goal line. Lila gotta start moving. She does. Amara just runs a little bit of a stay out of the way, let the puck out of the zone kind of move. Knocks loose. Chip to the point. Lila can't quite keep it in. Player comes out of the penalty box. Good back check by Grace. Steele knocks the puck back behind the corner. Then Grace just reverses the flow because there's a lot of room on the other side. Up the boards. Ever stepped down. Shot. Pad save Mashea. Got to get to this near post here. She does. Waltz trying to center it. Chipped away by Lila. And that's Sailor. Puck through the slot. Loose. People are all over the place. Mashea looking for it. Finally gets a glove on it. Holds it for a whistle. Walt skating away like the net was this big. Yeah. The puck was right there. The net was this big.
The extra line out there on the JV squad for the Royals, and you can tell they're a little more of a step, little pressure coming out. There's been some long shifts for our girls.
Brooke on the draw, out to the point, shot, drifts wide. Brooke hustling after it. Out to the point, towards the net. Mashea sees it, sticks it into the corner. Now Ellie. for Natalie. Natalie, speed through the neutral zone. Brooke hustling to catch up. 2-on-2. Natalie going wide, hits the brakes, looking for trailer. Grace. Grace back down. They'll end up behind the net on Brooke's stick. Brooke centering for Natalie. Natalie backhand quick, but Magnuson ready. Olsen into the middle. That's Stolberg. Stolberg, stick handling. Great back check by Brooke. Doesn't let a shot away. And they wrestle all the way to the boards. Stolberg says, hey, that was a lot of work. Brooke says, yeah, it was. And now they're in the corner. Enslin, Grace Carlson, Stolberg, Brooke pinching her off, loosens the puck for Ellie. Ellie out to the point, shot blocked by Avery. Ellie's going to pick it up on the half boards, flip it up into the air, kicked in. No problem with that. Natalie back for it. Natalie up the boards. Julian misses it. Brooke needs a change. Wraps it the length. That's going to go for icing. 5:57 to go in the second. Storm and Sabres trailing 0-2.
I think coming out of this period and into the third period, they're going to have to sacrifice some of those, catching a puck, and instead of trying to make a drive down in the zone, they're going to have to ice it, get girls stepping out. The shifts are just continuing to kind of get long on them, and it's just hard to make things happen when everybody's tired.
Yeah, welcome to second period hockey. Shot comes in. Michelle sees it last second, gets the pad down, make a nice save. Rebound recovered by McKenna to the half boards. Now Grace Steele. Amara. McKenna. Grace Steele. Try to toe drag. Good read. Turned the other way. That's Kern in the corner with it. Centering. Goes through everybody to the point. Shot. Save. Rebound. Loose puck. Squirted quickly by Kern's stick. We're thankful for that. She's not. Puck dumped the length. Bentley back after it. Amara hustling in on the forecheck, giving her a hard time. Hits the brakes. Comes through under Suma. Coming forward with it. Now Shayla for Ellie into the neutral zone. Ellie, stick handles. Buys some time so we can tag up and then dumps it in. Kern looks like she's at the end of a shift. Isn't excited to be caught in her zone. Now Shayla and Mara. Shayla behind the net. Mara into the corner with it. Bentley, you can tell, has been out there for a while. She doesn't have that same pop in her stride. Definitely advantage us. Now Myers. Could be Nyers. Grace Steele getting there first. On the boards, chipped into the neutral zone. Amara backhands it back in. We got a tag up. Amara's changing. They dump it. No icing, they say. Say there was a tag, or it was touched. Grace watching. And now Grace Steele picks it up. Walt back checking. Grace Steele for Grace Carlson. Grace Carlson going to flip it into the zone. Gets it back. Coming forward with it. He's behind the net. Looking. Centered. Went through everybody. Waltz picks it up. Waltz trying for a long lead pass. Bounces off Ellie. Goes the length. Nyers back for it. Going behind the net with it. Ellie watching her. In Ellie's feet. She picks it up. Bounces it off the boards for Grace Steele. Grace Steele's got Brooke with her. Lead pass. Brooke's off to the races here. She's got a little bit of a step. Gets her stick lifted. That was a great back check by the Royals. Brooke recovers. Escapes in the corner. Centers. Natalie was swooping in, but just a split second behind it. Now Avery towards the net for Brooke. Brooke backhand. Puck's loose. Bounces. Picked up, and that's going to be dumped. Actually, and I think Michelle is going to have to play that. Nope, she's not. Ends up going for icing. 3:18 to go in the second. Storm and Sabres trailing 0-2. Icing brings the face-off all the way back to Magnuson's left. Suma on the draw. Push to the half boards. Looking to get it to the point. Couldn't quite. Suma battling, gets it loose for Amara. Amara's going to turn. Down for Grace. Grace gets a stick on it. Suma's calling for it. Back to the point. Nope. Now back to the point. McKenna towards the net. Ends up being a bounce pass to Lila. Lila just going to backhand chopping into the corner. Grace Steele gets there first. Evers watching her. Stolberg too. Amara. She's going to get this back for McKenna. McKenna, oh, she was thinking shot for a good 2 count. And then the puck hopped right at the last second. Now Lila on the far point. Tries to walk to the middle. Rolls off her stick. Picked up. Turned the other way by Enslin. Enslin going to backhand this in front. Shot. Shea gets a toe on that. Pushes it to the half boards. In the corner. Waltz. Oh, that's Enslin, sorry. Gonna fire. Same thing. She was thinking about fire for a long time. Puck rolled off her stick. She couldn't get the shot away. Puck out front. Machea with a good recovery. Puck's bouncing around. Still loose. And it's in the corner. Enslin after it. Backhand to the point. Amaro watching her. Shot comes through. In feet. That was picked up by Olsen. Shot it through a set of legs, ended up in the back of the net. Minute 58 to go in the second. Rook on the draw. Brings it back. Grace Carlson going to bounce it off the boards into the neutral zone. Rook hustling after it. Bentley hits the brakes. Natalie there next. Forces a too quick pass, which is what you want out of F2. Rook there in the corner. Pushing it back. Natalie coming down the boards. Forces a pass. That misses everybody. Hits a big pile of snow in front of the bench. Slows it up. They wave off icing. Shayla back for it. Shayla trying to chip it up the boards. Royals get a stick on it. Shot at net. Now Avery flips it up over the glass for a whistle. That's a new one for Avery. She's not really sure what's going on. Coaches are like, don't worry about it. Puck up. It's out of play. That's all it is. Just a whistle and a face-off. Suma on the draw. In Suma's feet. He tries to kick it forward. Ends up in the corner for Shayla. Shayla to the point. Turn. Shot. Drifts wide. Suma. Bounce pass off the boards for Grace Steele. Grace Steele. She's got Amaro with her. Last minute of the second period, just in case you couldn't hear it. Suma for Lila. Or Shayla, I should say. Shayla drifts it towards the net. Grace Carlson coming back. Good back check by Suma. Forces Bentley to dump it. Shayla picks it up. Flips it up the boards. Held in, dumped right back into the corner. Centered, goes through everybody. Grace Steele's going to pick this up. Grace Steele comes back with it. Bounces into the far side. Boyum out to the point. Shot. Save Suma. Shot saved. Machea this time. Now Shayla in the corner. Shayla pushing it up. In the corner. Shayla gets a hold of it. It bounces into the neutral zone. Evers has got to go back for it. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. That's the end of the second period. Stormer Sabres trailing 0-3 after 2. Pretty even 2 periods so far. We're going to mute the mics. We'll be back in 13 or 14 minutes. All right, players coming back to the ice for the start of the third period. We're going to call it a warm-up lap. That's what we're going to call it. Storm and Sabres trailing 0-3. Just had a conversation with the local cable channel here, has a setup there. Kids talking on the bench, getting ready for the third period. Magnuson heading to her crease, Shea and hers. Royals are starting. Olsen, Evers, Enslin, Sailor, and a number 20. I don't know who number 20 is yet, but I'm going to figure it out real quick here. Suma on the draw. Olsen picks it up. It wasn't number 20. That was number 28. Puck behind the net. Her gray steel under her stick, chipped into the corner by Sailor. Enslin picks it up. She's looking towards the front. I think that bounced off Lila's stick. Chipped into the neutral zone. Shayla gonna get a stick on it. Hits a skate though. She was trying to pull that to the middle. Shayla trying to center it. Still after it. Centered. It gets to Gray Steel. Gray Steel tries to fire, but Olsen was watching her. Bounced it. Lila. In her skate, she spins, backhands. Shayla towards the net. Oh, the D got a skate on that. Just hit the side of the net. Gray Steel back to the point. McKenna holding it in. Dumped the length. Misses the net. Ends up going for icing. Line change for both teams. Out comes Brooke, Amara, and Avery with Shelby and Grace. Amara picks it up. Brown behind the net. Shelby hustling after it. Bentley watching her. Avery. Amara. Now a 3-on-1 coming out of the zone. Myers hits the brakes. Out front. One-timer. Drifts wide. I think it went off the heel. Boyum didn't get everything on that she wanted to. Point deflected. Goes wide. Shelby. Far side for Amara. Amara. It's in her feet. Chips it to the blue line. Held in by Kern. Now Shelby. Protecting the puck. On the half boards. Up the boards. Bentley steps down. Holds it in. Pushes it low. Wraps it to the far side. Amara's going to pick this up. Amara has Brooke. Behind her. Brooke's going to change. Bentley wheeling in the neutral zone. For Boyum. Good step by Shelby. To the point. Shot. Mashea gloves it to the behind the net. Now Grace Carlson. For Avery, I should say. Avery after it. Picked up by Kern. Suma turning it the other way. Draws a penalty. Royals touch it. I believe that is... I'm going to wait for the announcer. I really struggle with reading that last name. It's number 27. It's a hyphenated name, and the last part of the hyphen is Barrera, so maybe we'll just go with that. Puck to the point. Cross. Shot. Pad save into the corner. Suma after it. Suma tries to center. Evers picks that up. Through Lila's skate. She's going to hustle back for this. McKenna in support. Picks it up. Partner pass. Gives Lila some time. Lila hits the brakes. Comes the other way. She's going to look for Grace Steele up the boards. Gets it to her. Grace Steele comes across for Shayla. Shayla picks it up. Over the blue line. Into the corner. Suma. Turned the other way. That's Julian. She wants a change. She's going to dump it to length. Minute 15 to go in the penalty. Or the power play for the Storm and Sabres. Shelby now. Around Enslin. Into the neutral zone. She's got Suma and Shayla with her. Stolberg back checking. In front. Loose. Rebound. I think Shayla got that one. Flipped it up over the goalie stick. Magnuson reaches across. Shayla's a foot off the goal line. Just flips it right over. Makes it Storm and Sabres 1, the Royals 3.
You can kind of see the benefit of having that 15-minute break there. There's a little more pep in their step. Hopefully the girls can do quick rotations and keep it moving through the third period.
Good rush, good pressure on the net. Shayla ends up with a rebound, puts it in the back of the net. Brooke. Grace Carlson pushes in the zone. Partner pass to Bentley. Bentley up into the middle for Waltz. Grace Carlson there. Meyer picking up it in the corner, trying to center it off skates. Shelby stepping forward, protecting the puck from Amara. Out of her reach. Bentley. That was a power play goal, too. Waltz. Around one. Shot. Brooke forced that shot early, so it drifted wide. Myers. Amara knocking her off the puck. Amara into the neutral zone with it. Now Bentley. Bentley. Partner pass with Kernan back. Now Boyum. Toe drag shot saved Mashea. I think that got her in the what do they call that? The nape of your elbow. She just squeezed her arm closed and held it for the whistle. What is the spot on the inside of your elbow called?
I don't know what you would call that, truthfully.
Shayla up for Grace Steele. Grace Steele has a step here. 2-on-2 with Shayla. Tries to center. Good defensive play blocking it. Out front it comes. Knocked behind. Shayla pinching off the puck. Centering out in front. Bentley for Barrera. Barrera comes across. Julian after it. Couldn't get a hold of it. Now McKenna. McKenna reaching for it. Comes around to this other side looking for Shayla. Shayla on the half boards to the point. Evers keeps it in. Wraps it down low. 10 minutes to go in the third. Grace Steele picks it up. Shayla. Little bounce pass. Just a little bit out of her reach. She didn't want it to go that far, but it did. Royals turned the other way. Shayla's hustling to get onside. Runs into Grace Steele. Grace Steele slow to get up, but she looks fine. Shayla now. Working on Stolberg, sorry. Ensign for Stolberg. Shelby for Brooke. Brooke to Shayla. And now Ensign. Enslin. Toe drag, doesn't work. Turns around, dumps it in. Shelby back for it. Shelby out front. Picking her way through the neutral zone. Pushes it forward, ends up on Saylor's stick. Saylor up for Enslin. Enslin tries to toe drag, it slips off her stick. Grace Carlson there, pushing it forward. Amara follows up. Brooke picks it up. Brooke accelerating over the blue line. Tries to drop it for Avery. And now Myers. Amara, good back check, knocks the puck loose, dumps it in. Enslin's stick misses it. Saylor picks it up. Saylor for Boyum. Boyum up over the red line. Gonna dump it in. Shot drifted all the way through everything. Mara on the far half boards, chips into the neutral zone. Bentley there, Suma following up, off shins. McKenna knocking it forward. And Myers. It's Nyers. I've been going back and forth between Nyers and Myers all night. Now it's confirmed. It's Nyers with an N. Puck comes all the way back. They wave off icing. Suma in on the forecheck. Bentley turns around the net. Uses the net as protection. Gets a little bit of space up for Waltz. Waltz for Nyers. Shelby on her. Knocks the puck loose. Shelby's going to go back for it behind the net. Shelby up the dot lane. Going to accelerate around Barrera here. Barrera knocks the puck loose. Shelby picks it up in the corner. Tries to center it. It's on the goalie stick. Magnuson. Avery comes in. Shot. Blocks. Shelby shot. That's blocked too. Now Barrera. Going to bounce it off the boards. Grace picks it up. Chips it into the zone. Comes back the other way. Shelby's got it. Shelby. She wants a change. Dumps it in. Brooke. Evers. Good stick and skate by Grace Carlson. Knocks it into the corner. And then far side for Grace Steele. Grace Steele. 3-on-2 with Shayla and Brooke. Grace Steele stick handling. Around one. Open space. Shot. Off the crossbar. Barrera pushing it back down behind the net. Grace Steele looking, backhands, ends up on Shayla's stick. Shayla's on her backhand, wanted to get it to her forehand, couldn't. Royals turn it over, dump it down, going to change. That's going to be an icing. 6:31 to go in the third. Storm and Sabres trailing 1-3. Grace Steele with a shot. Ticks off the crossbar. It's interesting. You talk about momentum swings and shifts, and when it's 3-0, that's a big hill. When it's 3-1, well, that's not so much. And then 3-2, holy cow! And the difference between 3-1 and 3-2 right now is a crossbar, which is maybe 2.5 inches. Amara hustling after it, picks it up, dumps it into the corner. Hearn picking it up. Gets to this near side for Enslin. Enslin around a couple. Shayla didn't let her go very far, though. And Lila working on it. Hearn into the neutral zone. Chris Grosson. Good puck protection. Gets it down below the goal line. Now Shayla. Shayla, she tried to pull that. It rolled off her heel, though, and then she's in the corner with Stolberg. Out to the point. Bentley, toe drag, backhand, off Lila's heel, behind the net. Enslin now. Amara on the half boards. Just chips it forward. Calmly into the neutral zone. Kern back for it. Partner pass Bentley. Bentley, 5:15 to go. Enslin. Bentley. Shot. Blocked. Hits some bodies in front. Brooke out to the blue line with it. Blocks the shot. Now Brooke's got it. Brooke's going to accelerate here in a hurry. 1-on-1. She's going to drive around. Oh, good stick by Bentley. Recovering centers. Avery just about got a stick on it. Now Stolberg. Grace Steele looking for Avery. Enslin picks it up. Brooke knocks it in front again. Bentley shoves it to the half boards. Now Enslin. She wants a change. She just flips it into the neutral zone. Shelby's going to get this turn up ice. Lead pass for Brooke, under her stick. Sailor's after it. Sailor wraps around to the other side. Grace Steele for Grace Carlson. Grace Carlson behind the net with it. Sailor there. Sailor wraps to the far half boards. Nair, good step by Grace Carlson. And then Grace Steele tried to stop it with her shin, missed it. Now Grace Carlson towards the net. Boyum. I think Royals are tired. They're just trying to get it out. And we're just trying to push it towards the net. Suma, shot, save, rebound, picked up. Grace Carlson holding it in, chips it towards the net. Suma again, shot, save. No rebound this time. Magnuson gobbles it up with the belly button, holds it for a whistle.
Then you talked about that momentum, and right now the Storm and Sabre girls in the last 2 minutes have had a lot of momentum, being able to keep it down in this offensive zone, getting some more shots in, and you can tell it in their body language too. There's a little more, their heads are up a little bit more. They're trying to look and make some things happen.
Shot, Amara. Far side, Shayla. Puck's loose. Suma can't get her stick free. And it comes to the half board. Shelby stepping down, knocked into the neutral zone. Amara hustling after. And Amara spins. Pass for Suma. Just about had it. Out of her reach, though. Into the neutral zone again now, Shelby. Shelby pushing forward. 3:30 to go. Shelby still has it. One-on-one for Shayla. Shayla fires, blocker save, rebound. Knocked out to the point. Now Amara for Shelby. Shelby walking forward for Grace. Grace gonna fire. Hits a shin. Grace gonna fire again. Got disrupted from behind. Couldn't get everything on it. Shelby in the neutral zone. Brooke. Backhand. Out of everybody's reach. Evers picks it up. Good knock by Grace Carlson, keeping it in the zone. Sela out to neutral. And that's Olsen. Brooks slowed him up enough on the blue line to force offside. Stolber's like, I knew that. Ref had to call it. I was offside. Ref finds a slippery spot.
Where's the blue line?
I hope he was wearing elbow pads, but it doesn't look like he was. Elbow pads, knee pads, and a cup. That's a must for anybody on the ice during a hockey game. I don't care who you are. Puck comes back into the Storm and Sabre zone. Lila's going to pick it up. Trying to push it forward. Hits a pair of shins back in the corner. They're walking it out front. Ashea. They're saying yes or no. He waved it off and then he pointed into the net. I really don't know if it's a goal or not.
I think it was
really neither do the Royals. No goal.
Yeah. And
scoreboard had it up already.
It looked like when she stood up, it was stuck in her pads. The dropped out in between.
Rook on the face-off. 2:33 to go. Rook pulls it back into the corner. McKenna finds another slippery spot. There must be a couple of them out there. Enslin, stick handles, shoots it off a shin into the corner. Bentley sees all the traffic, just wraps it back around behind. Enslin there. She's going to walk in, fire, hits somebody. Stolberg had it on the side of the net with an open net, but it was rolling. She couldn't. Grace Steele, around one-on-one through the neutral zone. She's going to cut to her backhand. Good play by Bentley. Grace Steele picks it up again, centers it, out to the point. Shelby's going to hold this in. Shelby's going to walk down with it. Bentley watching her. Shelby in the ref's feet, now her feet. Minute 45 to go. Nyers picks it up. Nyers, 2-on-3. Grace Steele makes her make a play, bounces it off her shins. Now Avery and Shelby. Shelby backs it in, or backhands it in. Kern back for it, 90 seconds to go. Kern wheeling with it. Amara hustling on the back check. Grace coming too. Good track, and Amara tracked her the whole length of the ice. That was just a great back check that forced a low percentage shot. Puck on the blue line. Waltz. Another good stick by Amara. When Waltz tries to dump it in, Amara knocks it, deflects it up into the player's bench. Coach tracking the puck down, going to give it back to the refs. Refs already have another one. He'll just throw it in the penalty box, give it back. 69 seconds left in the third. Storm and Sabres trailing 1-3. Rook picks it up, looking to come across. Oh, Shayla got a step here. 2-on-2 with Amara. Good recovery by Evers, knocks it loose. Shayla turning, fires. It ends up in the net. Did Amara get a stick on that?
I couldn't tell.
Shayla picks it up on the goal line, just shovels it towards the net. Amara there causing some trouble. I'm not sure if Amara got a stick on it or if it bounced off Magnuson's stick. Shayla come back to the bench first and was the one high-fiving. But Amara saying, I think I tipped that. We'll have to find out later. 3-2, 54 seconds to go. Storm and Sabres pressing. They wave off icing, or offside, I should say. Shayla in the corner again. Evers watching her. 40 seconds to go. Net's empty. Out comes Grace Steele with the empty net. Shayla. Brooke in the corner. Brooke trying to center under Amara's stick. Grace Steele after it. Grace Steele pushes it into the corner. 30 seconds to go. Chip for Amara. Amara going to try center this. Shayla bats at it, steps on it, shot. Amara scores!
21.8 seconds left on the board. The shots have been really even through this game. We're at 23 shots for the Royals and 21 for the Storm and Sabres. It's been a good back and forth game.
Now, remember when I talked about momentum?
Yeah.
And 3-1 feels, that's kind of reachable. 3-2 feels, 3-3 looks real good. 22 seconds left, 21.8 seconds. Brooke, you can't do that, the ref says.
No, go back there.
She's lucky she didn't get a penalty.
Yeah.
Shelby back for it. Enslin. Grace Steele back for Shelby. Shelby going to go behind the net. Backhand pass looking for Shayla. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Puck's loose. Out in front. We're going to run out of time. That's the end of the game. JV typically does not do overtime, but we're going to see the way the Royals are kind of hanging around their bench. There might be an overtime.
Refs talking to the coaches.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and put the next up overtime banner up, and we'll see.
Give them 5 minutes, see if somebody can throw one in. So you jump back there. Momentum's completely in our favor right now. So I'd love to see them be able to take an overtime and see if they can knock one in. We got a big crowd of both Royals and Storm and Sabres down here watching the game, the varsity girls. It looks like we'll do the flop of sides, and they're throwing 5 minutes on the board.
So here's another interesting wrinkle. Overtime, you got to switch ends again, just like last night in the varsity game.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's overtime.
So I see if we're going to have a 15-second goal or if we're going to have 5 minutes and just a lot of skating back and forth.
There we go. Suma on the draw for Brooke. Brooke pushing it forward. Hustling after it. Kern going to take it behind the net. Now Suma in on the forecheck. Puck comes to Enslin. Brooke forcing the issue here. Chipped off the boards by Grace Carlson and then Suma. Suma on the on the boards there right in front of the penalty box. Picked up. Turned into the zone by Stolberg. Stolberg, stick handling, tries to center it, comes across. Grace Carlson, we got a delayed penalty. I think it's going to be Suma. And then Olsen is mad and goes after about 3 of us.
Let's see where she got knuckled.
I think that's... I'm not
Can't
sure.
tell. It almost looked like Shelby, maybe.
We'll see what shakes out for penalties here. Olsen's going to the box. Not sure what she's getting.
Oh.
4:18 to go in the overtime period. I think that's Lila.
Lila, yep.
She sat up on her own. Trainer's talking to her. I think she'll be all right. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be... The ref is calling a penalty on the Storm and Sabres, too. It looks like Brooks getting a penalty. I think this is going to be some 5-on-5 hockey. I think it's going to be coincidentals.
our crowd has grown down here along the edge of the glass. We've got both groups stretched out here. See if we can catch this last 4 minutes of this overtime.
Somebody should tell all of the Royals players to stand in numerical order so I can get all their
We can write it.
I can get all their roster their jersey numbers.
Looks like Laya's got an ankle that's not feeling good. She can't put weight on.
Looks like they're asking for another player so that sometimes it's easier for players to help players off the ice because they got better control with their skates than coach with their feet or with their shoes. Everybody's wearing feet,
Everybody's wearing feet.
but some are wearing shoes, some are wearing boots, and some are wearing skates. And sometimes it's just easier when the people with the skates help out.
Yep. See if she can keep weight on one foot, then don't skate. Just we'll move you along. Just stay on your one skate. But it looks like they're getting her moved over to the door. Have somebody take a look at her.
Coincidental line, Hamilton Storm to Sabres, number 7, Brooks, Andershack, 2 minutes for upgoing, and the Royals, 28, Julian Olsen, 2 minutes for cross-checking, time on the penalties, 42 seconds. Andershack, upgoing, Olsen for cross-checking, Hookville, 42 seconds.
All right, so we're ready to go again. Five-on-five hockey. We need one more black skater. Out comes, looks like Shayla. Amara going to take this draw. Amara with Suma and Shayla. Amara brings it back. Grace wraps it to this near side. And now Amara. Amara. Stahlberg centered. Enslin shot. Scores.
Nice shot. Upper corner, near side. Beater blocker high.
So, Storm and Sabres make a great comeback with 90 or 2 minutes to go. Score a couple in that last 90 seconds. And then on the second shift of overtime, Enslin for the Royals puts it up over Michaela's blocker's shoulder. Win 4-3. We're gonna mute the mics, watch the girls shake hands. We're gonna be back on for the varsity game in probably about 20 minutes. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.